Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back here to my channel where I play Planet Zoo. My name is Nisse and today we're gonna take a look at another mod. And what's is interesting about this particular mod is that NicholasLionRider in March 2021 made the Golden Lion Tamarin for Planet Zoo, which we looked at last week or the week before, I'm not sure. And then a year later, February 2022, he went back in and made another Tamarin along with Leaf and Squash. I think it's he called Squatch, something like that, and made the instead of the golden lion tamarin, this is then the golden headed Tamarin. So he went back again and actually did something he'd already done, but this time with help. So I kind of expected to level up from the Golden Tamarin, Golden Lion Tamarin, but I'm not sure because the Golden Lion Tamarin was pretty good. So we're gonna look at that today. As I said, the Golden Head Lion Tamarin is made by Leaf, NicholasLionRider and Squatch. And NicholasLionRider and Leaf we have seen before, but Scratch is someone I pretty sure I haven't seen anything from. So let's get into it. And they are these very small monkeys. I think they're even smaller than the capuchin. And let's just get it out of the way. Oh, you're gonna run over here so we can compare. That's beautiful. So the golden lion tamarin is of course the golden one here, as you can see. Would you please look up? And the golden face or gold-headed tamarin here we have here, where the gold is only in the face. First of all, the hair is very different. As you can see here, the hair goes backwards and outwards, where here it makes more like the mane of the lion. Down here on the animals in real life, it is the same, which is this lion mane but going backwards, and they are pretty long haired. Again, glitching, keep in mind that might be my computer, but you can also see here we have a little bit of difference. We have some small stripies here. We have many individual strands of hair, where it's clearly attempted to do the same here, but I do feel like the newer one over here is a little bit better. The shape of the face is also a bit different. As you can see here, the nose is more outgoing, where over here it's more downgoing. And the mouth also seems to be different. So clearly something changed during that year. But let's jump into Zoopedia before we take the closer look. Here, the picture here clearly pictures what you get. I will say though, it's not the perfect tamarin, but it is pretty good. Again, fluff doesn't work very good in Planet Zoo, so what they do here is very beautiful, but they do have longer hair than this. I just wanted to point that out. I can go over here so you can see how long the hair actually is. And it is this black but with a little bit of blue tone, which they actually got. I just want to point that out. So the color is very good, but they made the hair shorter, which doesn't give them that tamarin feel to it. Especially lion tamarins have this beautiful long collar or coat of fur. But here it's clearly been shortened. It is endangered and the population in the wild is unknown. They live in South America, and more specifically Brazil. I do feel like this covers more than Brazil though. Tropical and temperate biome, and one of them only need 40 square meters of land and 15 of climbable areas. I have seen multiple habitats with these where they only had like 3 or 4 square meters, Tamarins are fully arboreal, so as long as they have climbing enough, that makes sense. But it is also one of the monkeys people have at pits, and pits clearly doesn't have this amount of space. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't give them that, I just pointed out. They live from 12 to 42 degrees Celsius, and you need a grade 1 climb-proof fence, 4 feet 13, that's around a meter and 40, or water wider than 10 meters, 10 feet, that's 3 meters, and deeper than 3.3 feet, that's 1 meter. Going over here, we have group size from 8 to 40. That's 13 males and 39 female, which again is most common with these smaller monkeys. You can have a bachelor or a bachelorette group with the same numbers. Dominant male in charge of the troop. They are promiscuous, they are confident around humans, and guests can into their habitat. 13-inch nose to rump, so that's bit without the tail. 13, that's 25. 6, 7, 32 centimeters, something around there. And they live for around 51 years. I didn't know they got that old. They weigh around 2.5 ounce. Sorry, I don't know what ounce is, so I can't really calculate that. But they aren't that big. They reach sexual maturity at age 7, and they reach sexual sterilization at age 30. So they live a long time as sterilized. They will give only a single offspring every second year, and they are pregnant for 6 months. They should be fairly easy to get to reproduce in captivity. And here we have the South American jungle animals, of course, the tapir I never can pronounce, the capybara, the Colombian white-faced capuchin, and the giant anteater. A lot of these monkey moths are made by the same people, so I would like them to have interspecies enrichment with each other. I know some moths have interspecies enrichment with other moths, so it is possible to do so, but it doesn't always happen. Let's see here. They do, I assume they're made on the capuchin rag, and they have the same interspecies enrichment as capuchin, so you can just write it down here and you will get it. But you have the 2 cardboard boxes, the block of ice, the piano, sprinkler, mirror thingy, all 3 of the small balls, and then the rubber ducky. Over here we have 5 food enrichment. This is the suspended forester, the small fixed roller feeder, the spike tree, the frozen fruit, and then of course this big thingy here. Let's see. I will point out the babies. Seems very cute, but very the same. But let's see. We have one standing the right way. I just want to see that animation. It's a fun animation, sorry. There. They are very beautiful made. Here in the face you have more of that lion-faced, lion-headed, that's not right, golden-headed lion tamarin, sorry. Here, where the face is very particular for them, again with this beautiful golden color, they also have this browner legs, which a tint of the golden color, but it's clearly darker, which actually appears a little bit. You can see here we have a little bit of spots that's all lighter and have a little bit of that golden, which I really like. I would like if they really looked that long haired. You can see here they painted long hairs, but when you get into it, it clearly doesn't look like long hair. It looks like it's more striped, which I think is a little bit sad, but I know it's a choice since the long hair doesn't work that well. I will point out that over here they did it this way, and here you just don't get the same dimension of color than you got over here. So I'm not really sure which one I think it's best, but it is two different things, two different rows to do. I do feel like the face here is a little plasticky, but the shape of it and the eyes, the mouth is very golden headed lion Tamarin. The feet here is also very, very real, like with the fingers, they have the thumbs, and the tail I also think is long haired, but I'm not sure about that. So overall, it is a good mod, but if you really, really want a true to life golden headed lion Tamarin, then you won't get that here. You can see they did try to make the hair longer here in the face, and then you get this blurriness instead. I would actually really love if both these would get a rework, which we have seen before. Modders go in and do, and sometimes it's new modders that go in and rework other modders mods, and that's also of course okay when they do that. I think it's something they communicate about. Oh, that was adult where we have a baby. We have 6 babies. The smallest one is Rodrigo, and he's 0.2 years old. Okay, so this is a baby. Sorry, that's a baby. That's an adult, so the sizing is clearly off. It's very clear that the sizing off. I'm not sure, maybe it's before they figured out to resize the babies, because the baby here seems bigger than the adult. I just gotta draw him out here. That's actually pretty sad, because the Tamarin's babies are extremely cute. Here you can see the face is a little bit different for them. It's more drawn in. They're also a little more fluffy around here. I'm just gonna, baby adults, I'm just gonna try and place them side by side if they want to. They didn't. Then we're gonna try again. Sorry, there. Move you to here. And then I find Rodrigo again. Good thing about tamarins is that they reproduce a lot. You will give babies fairly fast, also because they're not pregnant that long. Here you can see the difference, where the tamarin over here looks very have longer hair. The mane is bigger. If you resize this down, it would seem more fluffy, but shorter mane clearly. This is so weird. It's really weird to me. So if you really want these Tamarin babies, you won't get that here. But if you just want to build for them and play the game and not really go in this close, it's not a problem. But if you really want these babies to be babies, then this need a rework. Of course, I will keep you updated if they do that at some time, as I did with the main wolf. If I notice, of course. And you can always tell me if what I made a video on got a rework later, then please help me keep in touch with those. Keep me updated, and also if there are a particular mod you want me to make a video on. I know I have more than 100 mod videos at this point, but if there's something particular you really want, then please tell me. Overall, they are good when you play the game. From out here, they look like they have the long hair, and they move like a Tamarin. I haven't seen them climb that much, which is kind of weird. Again, they made them the Capuchin rig, and the Capuchin do climb a lot, and everything else I've seen on the Capuchin rig climb a lot, so I'm not sure if that's just today. You can see some of them do start to climb now. So they clearly climb, and the climbing animation works at the climb animation does in Planet Zoo. It's not perfect at all, but it works, and that's the important part. Anyway, Anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to show you for now. So please, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications so you know the next time I upload a video. I really hope to see it. Sorry, I can't speak right now. I really hope to see you again at the end that comes below or in the next video. Bye, guys!